Hi kids, I'm Amy and I'm from Channel 5's Milkshake. I hope you're all sitting really comfortably because I'm going to tell you a story and it's called The Ghost Ship on the Humber. Here we go. Once a week, during the summer holidays, two friends could be seen standing at the country park on the north end of the Humber Bridge. Sully Khan and Millie Windass went there every Saturday, close to the street where they lived in Hessel. There, they liked to watch the water and look out for boats that sometimes sailed downriver towards the North Sea. The two friends usually discussed rugby when they talked, but that wasn't always easy, because Millie supported Hull KR and Sully followed Hull FC. They were both from big rugby league families. Millie was named after Roger Millward, Sully after Clive Sullivan, both Hull rugby heroes. They were arguing because that night KR were playing FC at Craven Park and the two children were going to the game with Millie's mum and Sully's dad. "Rovers will win," Millie said. "Nah, FC," Sully countered. Millie shook her head. "It's at ours. And anyway, Rufus the Robin came into our school and he said KR couldn't lose." Sully laughed. "Well, I saw Earlybird in town and he told me FC couldn't lose either." The two children squabbled, each of them singing the praises of their club's mascots, desperately hoping the other was wrong. And then, very suddenly, they stopped arguing. There was something on the water. Something like they'd never seen before. Millie pointed, her mouth gaping. "What's that?" she asked. Sully squinted into the sunlight that was reflecting off the Humber. "Looks like a boat," he replied. "But it's weird." Sully finished Millie's sentence, and it was weird. Very weird. The boat they were looking at was more than 10 metres long. And unlike most of the boats the children watched on the Humber over the summer, it was made of long, dark pieces of wood and had no sail or engine. It was being rowed by 10 or 12 people who were standing up in the boat. Sully and Millie stared in silence as the boat travelled east and then west, as if the oarsman was searching for something along the riverbank. When their parents came with their dogs to walk them home, Sully and Millie pointed out the boat. "What boat?" both adults said at once. The children pointed again. Millie's mum and Sully's dad scratched their heads, and the children realised that their parents could not see the boat, even though it was right in front of their eyes. Sully and Millie were not the only ones to see the strange boat. Later that day, 3 children sitting in the cafe at the Deep saw the same ship. They showed their mums and dads, but just like Sully and Millie's parents, the adults could see nothing. During the rest of the day, over 200 people saw it, but not one of them was over the age of 15. Sully and Millie walked behind their parents and dogs and speculated about what the boat could have been. Something being filmed for a TV show?" Sully suggested. Millie shook her head. But there were no cameras." "But could it be like a cardboard cutout?" Now Sully shook his head. "The men on it were moving. They were real." Then he laughed. "Maybe it was a ghost ship. You know, like an old boat from history." "That's it," Millie gasped. "That's what?" "It," Millie said again. "I don't understand." "It, the boat," Millie grinned. "I know what the boat is. I've remembered something, I think." "What?" Sully asked. "Hang on," Millie said. Then she was shouting ahead at the adults. "Mum, we need to go to the museum in Hull before the match. Please, can we?" Sully was puzzled. What good was going to a museum going to do to solve the mystery of the ghost ship on the Humber?